Namaste and welcome to Pramanic Astrology channel. I'm your host Prasad Mahazani, helping you raise your vibrations and become your true self with the help of Vedic Astrology. And if you want to learn Vedic Astrology step by step, okay, here's the thing. If you want to learn Vedic Astrology step by step without spending thousands of dollars on Vedic Astrology courses, even if you have no prior background of Vedic Astrology, join me on 33 days Vedic Astrology Bootcamp. It is a pre-recorded sessions, and you will have access to them for lifetime, and you can learn at your own pace. Okay, see you on the other side of the course. Chitra Nakshatra. Chitra Nakshatra is ranging from 23 degrees 20 minutes of Virgo sign to the 6 degrees 40 minutes of the Libra sign. It has two padas into the sign of Virgo and two padas into the sign of Libra. Two of them are Virgottam padas. We'll talk about them later in this video. Let's talk about the symbolism associated with Chitra Nakshatra. The word Chitra literally means picture. The word picture is also associated with structure, the complete form, the physical, visible form of the abstract is also called as Chitra. And the Puranic or the mythological story associated with this is that of Chitragupta. Chitra means picture, Gupta is things which are hidden. So Chitragupta said to have the accounting of all the good and bad karmas of the soul, and he keeps them hidden, and he keeps accounting of those good and bad deeds. That's why it's the Chitragupta. Okay, Chitra Nakshatra has a lot to do with the Chitra. Chitra Nakshatra is all about the Chitra. The symbol associated with the Chitra Nakshatra is that of the gemstones, or is that of a pearl. Okay, so anytime when we talk about the gemstones or we talk about any precious stones, it has a structure, it has a form, it has value, it has precious qualities of that. It is the crux of all that is good, all the minerals in it. The Chitra Nakshatra holds all the qualities associated with this pearl, or the precious metal stones, but it has nothing to do with you wearing the gemstones just because you have Chitra Nakshatra, or for that matter any other nakshatra. I am not recommending it, but this is the nakshatra which is about the pearl. So any precious metal comes out or is prepared under intense pressure, or it's the millions of years of absorption of the material from the earth, and if it is getting created naturally, otherwise it has to go under the intense pressure. That's why it is the crux of all that is good. All the minerals are absorbed into it. Okay, and that's what exactly happens with the Chitra Nakshatra. Chitra Nakshatra, if you look at the scheme of the nakshatras, you will see that this is the nakshatra which is in the balance, which is into the exact middle of the nakshatras. It may sound controversial, and it's very difficult to pinpoint which is the first nakshatra because they are circular. Lot of controversies are going in, but we are not going to get into that. Point here is, if we look at the 27 nakshatras, Chitra is around 13th nakshatra. So it is about the balance. It is getting into the Libra sign. So we are halfway through the nakshatras. So Chitra Nakshatra is important nakshatra. So symbol associated with the Chitra Nakshatra, diamond or jewels or any precious metals. Okay, now deity associated with the Chitra Nakshatra is that of Twashtar. Twashtar is a celestial architect. It is also known by Vishwakarma. Vishwakarma built all the royal palaces for all kinds of people, like be it devas, demons, or Nagaloka, Pataloka, any kind of structure is created by Vishwakarma, is built by Vishwakarma, I would say. Okay, and you will see this guy all over the Vedic structure, all over the Vedic stories. Okay, be it Mahabharata, be it Indra, and all the Puranic stories. The biggest strength of Vishwakarma is ability to give another dimension to already existing structure. Okay, this is, it's very difficult to understand, but Vishwakarma has this ability to create this magic, to create this other dimension, or the other dimension look with the existing structure. Like you might see that, you might think that it's a wall and that might be water, you might think it's a water and that might be the floor. Okay, this illusion, this maya, this magic is the strength of the Vishwakarma. He can create that. And this is the presiding deity. This is the deity associated with the Chitra Nakshatra. Now you will have an idea about the Chitra Nakshatra natives. These are the people who have attractive personalities, and they have their own magnetic mannerism. They have their own attractive personalities. And these people, Chitra Nakshatra people, are great at attracting other people, attracting the opposite sex. Okay, and they have the attractive body, the structure to attract the opposite sex, and they are very good at getting the attention from the opposite sex. Okay, so now go and check your nakshatra. If you have any Chitra Nakshatra impact in your chart, that will give you this ability. Okay, next we talked about the symbolism of pearl, we talked about the deity Twastar Vishwakarma. Now let's talk about the nature of the Chitra Nakshatra. Chitra Nakshatra is about balance. Chitra Nakshatra has, I won't say it's dual nakshatra, but it has two different personalities. Okay, the first Chitra Nakshatra people will be concerned about the creation, structure, and the other people will be concerned about the social connections, will be concerned about the beauty and balance. Okay, so Chitra Nakshatra natives are the people who are studying hard to know the truth of the universe. And these are also the people who are creating a balance in their personality. Why? Because these people, the Chitra Nakshatra has two padas into the sign of Virgo and two padas into the sign of Libra. And this is, in the total scheme of 27 nakshatras, is at the balance from Virgo to Libra. Amazing. It has two padas which are going to get Virgottama. We'll talk about them in few minutes. But Chitra Nakshatra people always finds the truth. The Virgo part of the Chitra Nakshatra is all about finding the structure, being analytical, diving deep into the stories and truth. More so, it is also about keeping the secrets. It is also about diving deep to know the secrets, along with being practical and material. Welcome to Virgo Chitra. Okay. Another part of the Chitra Nakshatra is about the Libra. Libra part of the Chitra Nakshatra is more about balance and relationship oriented. These are the people who are attractive and find the balance in their personality. Now, these are the people who will find the truth. Now, they will accept the truth. Once they have find into the Virgo, they will find the balance in their personality once they find the truth. Okay, this is Chitra Nakshatra. Another thing about Chitra Nakshatra is these people are extremely beautiful. Chitra literally means the picture. Okay, now the abstract is getting the structure. Now the soul is becoming physical. Now the beauty is getting shape. Now we are associating the beauty with certain form structure which will appeal us. So the Chitra Nakshatra people have attractive bodies, great mannerism to attract the opposite sex. They are relationship oriented, and this is one of the nakshatra which is, in a way associated with the Mars. Mars is the dasha ruler for Chitra Nakshatra. Let's say you have moon placed into the Chitra Nakshatra, your dasha sequence will start with Mars. Apart from being dasha ruler, Mars also makes these natives energetic and passionate. Okay, but more than Mars, I always emphasize on the deity more than the dasha ruler. Okay, dasha ruler of course will have some impact on the nakshatra, but it acts as messenger. It acts as more of a messenger than the ruler. The ruler for the nakshatra will most definitely the deity associated with it. Don't confuse the dasha ruler as a deity. Deity of the nakshatra is far more important than the dasha ruler. Deity is important than the dasha ruler. For example, let's say for Bharani. Bharani is dasha ruled by Venus. Okay, but is the deity associated is Yama. So you should not confuse it as artistic and all the Venusian qualities, but it's the Yama, right? So you should not confuse deity with the dasha ruler. On the downside, Chitra Nakshatra people can often feel frustrated because now they are chasing the truth. They are trying to understand how the universe work, and now this is frustrating because they have Venus, like they have Virgo as well as Libra, right? So their personality will change. They will change their personality from Virgo to Libra, and that's their destiny. This is the balance. It's like you're moving from the first half to the second half of the nakshatras, and this is those padas. Okay, so yes, these people might feel frustration, and this frustration brings out the best from these natives, right? You will often hear all the artists talking about their art when they are having the tough time in their life. Most of the creative, like a poet or an artist, the most challenging period will bring out the best from these people. Chitra Nakshatra people, whenever is going through the frustration or the challenging time, will come up with something phenomenal which will change their life. Okay, this is Chitra Nakshatra. Chitra Nakshatra has 4 padas. The first pada of the Chitra Nakshatra ranges from 23 degrees 20 minutes to 26 degree 40 minutes and goes into the Leo Navamsa. Now here it's again the ruler is Mercury and the pada is Leo. Okay, so it's like a Leo, but at the same time, see, Leo is a royal sign. Leo is a sign which is ruled by Sun, which is about self, creativity, soul, all the Sun qualities. But Virgo is earthy sign. Virgo is more about being grounded. Virgo doesn't think about soul. Virgo thinks about present, right now, physical, material, earthy things. Now, when you have Virgo sign and Leo pada, it shows a great balance between the journey for the self-realization through the Leo and the grounding of Virgo. Okay, these people are great at striking the balance between these two worlds. Next is the second pada of the Chitra Nakshatra ranges from 26 degree 40 minutes to the 30 degrees of the Virgo sign and goes into the Virgo Navamsa. Yes, this is the Virgottam Navamsa, and this is one of the most critical and important pada in the Chitra Nakshatra. Here, Venus gets debilitated and Mercury gets exalted. So, if you have Venus Mercury conjunction here, excellent. You will get all the benefits of this conjunction. Apart from the debilitation, and you must understand why Venus gets debilitated into the sign of Virgo. Venus doesn't like to keep analyzing, because Venus is the planet of love and love is blind. Venus doesn't like to calculate before loving somebody. And calculation, analysis, structure, order is the nature of Virgo. That's the strength of the Virgo. He doesn't care who is into its environment. So for Saturn, this pada is excellent, because now it's into the earthy sign of Virgo, and even in D9 it goes into the Virgo sign. It's one of the best placement for Saturn and Venus as well, because Venus is getting debilitated here, goes into the Virgottam Navamsa, and it gives you excellent result with respect to all the Venusian agendas in the D1 chart. Same is the case with Mercury. Mercury goes into its own sign, exaltation sign in D1 and exaltation sign in D9. Excellent. Okay, but when Venus is into the sign of debilitation sign and in this pada, it usually makes you less interested into the relationship. Okay, it will drive you more towards the material plane. More than the relationship, you will be known by your material achievements. Okay, now let's move on to the third pada of the Chitra Nakshatra, which ranges from 0 degrees of Libra to the 3 degrees 20 minutes of Libra. And it goes into the Libra Navamsa, back to back two Virgottam Navamsas. First is Virgo Virgo, now Libra Libra. This is the transition from the first half of nakshatras to the second half of nakshatras, no matter which one you count as the first one. Okay, we are not going to get into that, but we are moving on to the Libra sign. This is the transition. Here, Saturn gets exalted. I feel that Saturn is the best planet. Wherever you feel the balance, Saturn will work excellent. Wherever you will feel the extremes, Saturn doesn't like the extreme. Like Aries, Saturn doesn't like to be into the initial aggressive phase of Aries. Saturn is more about balance, and he likes to be in the middle, samyak. He likes to be in the balance, and that's what here is happening in the second pada of Chitra, like Virgo sign, Virgo Navamsa, and Libra sign, Libra Navamsa. Saturn is loving this phase. Saturn loves this patch. If Saturn is placed into any of these padas, it goes into the sign of exaltation, and it will allow the maturity to understand the Chitra even more. Because Chitra, is a interesting nakshatra. Chitra is more about understanding the universal truths and striking the balance, the social balance as well as the universal or esoteric balance of the nakshatra. And Saturn does and help you in this balance. Fourth pada of the Chitra Nakshatra ranges from 3 degrees 20 minutes to the 6 degrees 40 minutes into the sign of Libra and goes into the Scorpio Navamsa. Now Scorpio is ruled by Mars, and here this is one of the best placement for Mars, and this is the pada which is intense, and in this pada lies the magic of the Chitra Nakshatra, because this is the pada which brings out the best from this nakshatra. Okay, Mars will do excellent, Moon will get debilitated here. Okay, if Saturn is conjunct with Mars, can help you understand the mysteries of this nakshatra. Okay, so yes, this was Chitra Nakshatra as much as I could hold, grasp and share with you guys. If you want to know more about Vedic astrology, these two videos on your screen, go and watch them. Those videos will help you deep dive into Vedic astrology. Or if you want to learn Vedic astrology step by step, join me on 33 days Vedic astrology bootcamp. Link is in the description. See you in the next video with another nakshatra. See you on the other side. Love and peace.